Dakotans will be voting on Measure 4 soon. If passed, it would eliminate property tax here in the state. KX News' William Albert breaks it down for us.
Get out and vote. That's what voters for and against North Dakota initiated Measure 4 want everyone to do this November. The measure is designed to prohibit the state and local government from levying taxes on the assessed value of a home. If voters approve the measure, the state government would be required to replace property tax revenue in an amount equal to the amount of tax revenue levied on personal property. The initiative is similar to a 2012 measure that was defeated by more than 70%, but this has been in the works since 2018. By the chair of the End Unfair Property Tax Committee, Rick Becker. He says the measure greatly benefits North Dakotans as the state will cover the amount paid by the taxpayer that normally comes from their property taxes.
The state must replace everything to every school, city, county, township, everything that they're currently getting in property taxes. That means we keep that amount. The second thing is that there's reform. It says, okay, then beyond that, what the cities and counties and schools need above that amount that the state replaces, they're still in charge of their budgets. They're still in charge of raising the money.
Becker says the state has such a large amount of money coming from the sales tax and income tax, as well as taxes on oil and coal. The state would not have to cut services or raise taxes if Measure 4 passes.
In North Dakota, we don't have to raise more money. We already have enough, and we don't have to cut money because we have excess money in funds in North Dakota, as well as wasteful spending that can easily be cut, that the people of North Dakota would probably prefer to be cut. We use those monies, and that's why the state doesn't need to cut anyone's services, and the state doesn't need to raise anyone's taxes. The money is already there.
However, Chad Oben, chair of the Keep It Local Coalition and critic of Measure 4, says there is no plan in place to replace the $3.1 billion in lost revenue from property taxes if Measure 4 passes.
There's no plan in the constitutional measure that folks are going to be voting on and how we're going to replace that revenue. It's a bit of a fairy tale to suggest that we're just going to be able to snap our fingers and come up with $3.15 billion. Folks need to realize our property taxes pay for our schools, they pay for our law enforcement, they pay for our roads, they pay for our libraries, they pay for our parks, all the things that make North Dakota great.
Oban points to North Dakota's Legacy Fund, which is close to $10 billion.
The legislature is mandated to reimburse political subs at 2024 levels. What if a political sub needs a new school, a new fire truck, all these different things? The proponents will say, hey, just raise other taxes. Well, if you're in a small town, you don't have a sales tax base. You don't have a base to just raise other taxes. You're going to come to Bismarck and have to sing for your supper in order to get a new fire truck.
Although there are two different perspectives, there can only be one outcome this November, and this is all up to you. In Bismarck, for KX News, I'm William Albert.
For more information about North Dakota's Measure 4, head over to our website at kxnet.com.